Zeituni Onyango lives in South Boston in public housing. She's unemployed. She collects disability and insisting her nephew never pulled any strings for her. Recently, she sat down for an exclusive interview with Jonathan Elias.
The mention of her name makes many in Boston angry. Angry because she is living off of a system that she's never paid into. Angry because she is from a family that is now very wealthy, yet she remains a burden to Massachusetts taxpayers.
If I come as an immigrant, you have the obligation to make me a citizen.
This is President Obama's aunt, a woman many say is the poster child of our broken immigration system. We only found out about her back in 2008. She had come to the United States in 2000 and says she had every intention of going back to Kenya. But she says she got sick and spent time in a hospital and nearly died. She also became a focal point of anger. How could Zeituni be here illegally for years, living in government housing?
Have been treated like public enemy number one.
In 2004, Zeituni was ordered out of the country by an immigration judge. She didn't leave. Did you know that you were staying in this country illegally?
I knew I had overstayed.
She says once she got out of the hospital, she lived in a homeless shelter for nearly 2 years, and then was assigned public housing despite thousands of legal residents also waiting for that kind of assistance. How do you respond to those families that would say, why is she getting anything?
Listen, let me tell you, I don't mind. You can take that house. I can even be on the streets with homeless people. I didn't ask for it. They gave it to me. And you better just ask the system. Ask your system. I didn't create the system.
And she's right, but not apologetic. When news of Zeituni broke, it was of national interest. How could she be living here so long illegally? There are people that need assistance, who have been paying into the system, and they've waited in line, and they've waited their turn, and then somebody like you, they say, comes along, and you never waited in line, and you never paid into the system, and yet you took advantage of the system.
I did not take any advantage of the system. The system took advantage on me.
When I asked her how she sees it that way, all she would say is,
I don't want to go into details.
She says she was diagnosed disabled by a doctor back in 2004. So in addition to public housing, she tells me she's been receiving and living off disability checks of nearly $700 a month.